So recently I started following this YouTuber called Bugs Writer, and he has been making videos on Arch Linux, shell scripting, and I really like the way he explains things. And recently I watched his very first video. So this morning I was looking at the script that he showed in this video. So basically what he did in this video, he explained it really well, by the way, and I also highly recommend you to take a look at what he has done and the way he has explained this setup of searching YouTube using a shell script, and not only searching the videos, but also integrating this shell script with dmenu, and when the search results are retrieved and displayed to you, you can actually play the video as well. So this is amazing, and let me just show you first what I was able to do in a couple of hours. So if I press Alt K, I can of course search for whatever I want. So this is basically the D menu, and I will explain how it works very quickly, but his video is probably much better than mine. So if I search for, let us say, Ravi Sagar, which is my another channel. So if you want to let us say learn Jira, so you can search for Jira tutorials or whatever search query you want to enter. You can actually press enter, and it will give you these results. And by the way, I have not really gone into terminal to run this. It is basically this particular script is triggered using this shortcut that I configured. So this is of course the list. Right now I'm only retrieving 10 videos. So if I want to play the first one, I can click on it. I will enter, like I have to press enter, and it will take a couple of seconds, and it will start playing the video. And this video is getting played using MPV, which is amazing. I mean, you should be using MPV if you are using Linux. Now, if you want to also maybe run this script manually, you can actually do this. If I want to, let us search for the script name, which is search YouTube dot sh. You can of course use whatever name, maybe a shorter name is better. So I can actually pass in the argument here, the search query, like Ravi Sagar, not Rai Sagar, Ravi Sagar Jira, and it will work. But if you want to just run the script will prompt you. You can then type in the name of or whatever search query you want to enter. You can enter it here, and it will of course return you the list of videos. Now let me show you the script. So the script is very simple, and I never really thought of doing this before, although I have been using the YouTube APIs to perform search, because I use the Google Apps script to do a few things with Google Sheets, and I also use Google App script to talk to the Google APIs to update the description of my videos if I have to in bulk. But I never really thought of doing it using curl just to search for videos and also to play it. So thank you very much, Bugs Writer, for this amazing video. Now, if you look at the script, I will not really try to explain each and every line. I recommend you to take a look at his video, which is much better, and he really explains in a nice, easy to follow manner. And he has also shared this script, by the way, on GitHub. So do take a look at it. So if you look at the script is using this API key, your YouTube API key that you can generate, and you have to of course go to console whatever something google.com, and you have to create a project. Then you have to use the YouTube data and search API, and then you have to enable it. Then you have to create this API token, or no, not token. You have to create this API key, and then of course paste it here. And the script is basically doing few things here. Number one, it will use this curl command to simply fetch the list of all the videos based on, of course, the search query. So right now the search query is in this particular curl command, and you will get a JSON response. Now, I have been using UI-based tools for parsing JSON. For example, for interacting with Jira, I use, of course, Jira REST API, and I have been using Talent API Tester, which is an extension for Chrome or Brave, for example, or I guess any Chromium-based browser. So I have been using those tools, but I never really thought of doing that, parsing the JSON using terminal-based applications. So I found this JQ in the Arch repository, and again, thank you very much, Bugswriter, for sharing this information. So using JQ, what you can do, you can actually pass the you can actually pass the JSON to this utility, and it will basically not only parse, it will also display it nicely if you have to just take a look at the JSON. And using this additional parameters, like right now we are retrieving the channel title, then of course this arrow kind of a thing, then title and the video ID, and then of course you can use FZF, which I recently started exploring, which is, I believe, fuzzy based search. So if let us say you are on your terminal, and let me maybe go to one of the directory, let us say camera, and if I type in here FZF, it will give me all the listings, and I can then type in. So it is a nice way to select the items. And the good thing about this FZF is that you can actually, let us say you want to watch this video. So this utility will not do anything apart from just selecting it. So if I press enter, you will get this path to this particular file in the terminal. Now the good thing about this is that you can actually pass it to maybe another utility. Like right now we are in this particular script, we are looking at the very last item, which is the ID, which is the video ID, and we are basically generating this URL, and finally we are playing it using MPV. And this script is the script for running on terminal. If you want to integrate it with the D menu, you can actually use this script, which is of course a bit similar. Now using this script, you can actually trigger this D menu command. So basically, what I have in my configuration, I have this script, which is of course a similar version of the search YouTube script, which I am triggering using a shortcut using SXHD, and I'm sure you can do that with other utilities for configuring shortcuts. So the moment I press Alt K, I have this prompt on top, which will let me do something with the search that I want to do or perform. So if I want to perform a search, I can then type in. Now the way D menu works is actually very simple. Let us say, if you want to play with it, so if you type in here, let us say echo or echo, and if you, let us say, type in here maybe hello, so you can actually pass it to D menu, and D menu will then give you this option on top called hello. Now you can either select it and you will get hello back, or you can type in your own string. Like right now, if I want, I can type in my name, Ravi, and I will get Ravi back. Now this is of course a way to just get some input from the user. You can also do something like this. For example, if you want to prompt the user for yes or no, you can say yes and \n, then no. I actually followed Luke Smith video to learn the basics of D menu, by the way. So thank you very much, Luke, as well. So you can actually prompt the user by doing this by P, I think. So enter, select, or whatever. Now you will get this option called select, and you can type in here. Right now we don't really have the option like right now we have to pass in yes and no in a file, and it should be terminated by new line. What you can also do is if you're doing this using echo, like if you're just playing with it, you can pass in -e, and now you will get yes and no as two separate options. So I can select either yes or I can select either no. You can also pass in here -i if you want to make it, if you don't really want to worry about the case. So these are of course simple things that you can do with the D menu, and it is really great and amazing. And once again, I want to just thank you, Bugswriter, for doing this. I think the way we are able to learn from each other is amazing. We we should all be trying to we should all be trying to uh, uh, write scripts and share on GitHub. I think when you share your work on GitHub, you're actually you're not only helping other people, but you're also increasing your knowledge, because you may get feedback on the scripts. For example, the script that he showed in the video is a bit different from what he has here on the GitHub repository. I can see here few minor improvements, and I really like. And by the way, I really like the idea of using the environment variable. So when you run the script, if you have the environment variable set up, the script will read those environment variables. I think I got one idea by looking at this script for doing something for my own live streaming. So when I do live streaming using FFmpeg, I have another script. I am using the key in the script, which I can now maybe save in this global environment variable, which I will definitely. I mean, there are multiple ways of configuring and setting your environment variable. I use xinit.rc file, because whenever I start my whenever I start like when I log into my laptop, I just get a terminal, nothing else, and I have to press start X to start the window manager, which is in my case DWM, and I have used this environment variable there to make sure that I can run the script from wherever I want, and this will be of course picked up by the script. So once again, thank you very much, Perks Writer, for sharing awesome content. His videos are really amazing. I wish if I could explain the way he explains things. Not only he shares the information, but the way he explains it, he's a bit funny. He is also, I think, a nice guy. I feel like I can, spend. He seems like a friend that I know, and he's, I believe, from UP in India, and I can understand, I can relate to the work that he has been doing, and I think we have quite a lot in common. So I just wanted to shout to basically on my channel give a shout out to this channel. Do take a look at his content. He is doing really great work. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.